YouTube, what are you waiting for? I'm Josh Sawicki. I'm here today to talk to you about budgeting. Why are you waiting to budget? You should start and create that budget today. There's no need to not be on a budget. We all know how much we bring in. Hopefully we all know what we're spending. So I'm going to give you some reasons today on why I think you need to be budgeting and careful with your money. It gives you control over the way that you spend your money. There's an intent in the way that you spend your money, and you can actually be careful and know where the pennies are going. You can save the stress of suddenly having to adjust to an unexpected expense. Say your brakes go, or something breaks down on your car. Well, if you have that money there, or you know what you can spend, you know exactly, and it shouldn't hurt you. You could sacrifice in that short term to kind of keep your long-term goals in play. So, forgo that Starbucks today in order to go on to that cruise next week, or probably more like 6 months from now, or something along those lines. It keeps you focused on your financial goals. Again, you can avoid any unnecessary spending that doesn't contribute to your long-term goals. It allows you to be more careful and kind of stay on track with the things that you need. It brings awareness to where your money's going. So if you kind of have an idea on what's coming in and what's going out, you don't have to stress so much about, living paycheck to paycheck. I saw a stat that 1 in 3 Americans don't make it to the next paycheck, and that's how they become into credit card debt. Well, start tracking it, and you know where it's going. It helps organize spending and figure out, what you need to do, where you need to cut back. If you know how your finances are organized, you have X amount for rent, X amount for your car payment, X amount for your car insurance, etc. Then, when you realize that you need some extra dollars, you can really see that expendable income. So maybe I'm spending too much on food, or maybe I'm spending too much on entertainment. Maybe I don't need to go to the movies this month 3 times, whatever it is. It makes you understand how your money starts to work for you. A little discretionary income is always nice, but the best way to do it is to save and make your money work for you. Investing into the stock market, just kind of sitting back and letting someone else do the work. And for example, if you can afford to purchase a rental property, that's going to pay for itself over the long term, as long as you're able to pay off that mortgage and then able to continue getting the property rented out. More so is being able to invest into the stock market and seeing the growth. Getting something safe like a bond and seeing the growth throughout the years. It allows you to save for any of those unexpected costs. For example, again, I'll bring up the brakes. You have the brakes, and if you don't know how to budget your money, you're not going to know if you have enough to purchase the brakes and it's going to set you back for the month or not. So just if you're keeping track of everything, you'll be able to then kind of project and understand what your cash flow is, so that if something does occur, you're able to just pay for it. It enables communication with significant others about money. So if you have a budget and you're able to just view it on a Excel spreadsheet or in whatever it needs to be, there's apps for it as well. But it's able to open up a form of communication to show your partner what you're bringing in, how much you're going out, and vice versa. Your partner is able to share it with you as well, and you can kind of come together on shared financial goals and figure out the best way forward for the two of you, how to actually, talk about money. It just opens up a form of communication. It helps you determine if you could take on debt and then how much. Knowing how much money you have allows you to determine if you can take on debt and if you could pay back that debt on a monthly basis. For example, you want a house, but you don't really know how much you can afford until you can put it all down on paper. Well, say you're currently spending, $500 on rent, right? And you want a home, but the home and the mortgage is going to be $1,000 per month. Well, that's an extra $500. Do you know if you're able to take on that amount of debt and still live a comfortable life as you want? You don't really know that until you can kind of start budgeting and forecasting it. It provides you a little extra money. If you're paying attention to all your dollars and you're paying everything off, you can, less interest. You could pay off more per month into a car and then pay less interest over the loan. You don't have credit card debt, so you're not paying interest on a monthly basis there. You can work out and not have any late fees or penalties or anything along those lines. So these are just a few reasons why you need to start budgeting and being more careful with your money. I'm going to explain to you in my next video kind of my financial journey. Now, I am a CPA, and if you would like to talk to me more about budgeting, I'd love to talk to you. I budget every day, basically. I open up my spreadsheet. I look at anything that I've spent. I add it to my spreadsheet so that I can kind of get a projection on what my cash flow will be at the end of the month. And sometimes I spend more in a month, but that's why you have to put together a little cushion there so that if you do have an unexpected expense, you're able to not worry about it. So hopefully you enjoyed my video, and I look forward to talking to you in the next one.